Hey, it's Mark with another Super Bowler Smash attack, and this time we're coming at I don't know, this is almost kind of like a boxy diamond baits. I'm not even sure what to it's sort of, it's got the Town Hall more in the corner, and so it's not really like a box base where those are the Town Hall is usually on the edge. But the shapes of these compartments are pretty boxy. At least most of them are pretty boxy, and that's usually good for a Super Bowler attack, because it means that we can get the Super Bowlers, traveling in a straight line. And so let's think about where the flinger is going to start out at, and there's no chance that the flinger is going to get the Town Hall on this base. So it's going to be one of the other corners, and so thinking about 3 o'clock, that 3 o'clock would be no problem for the flame flinger, and 3 o'clock would actually be a little bit of a problem for the Warden, just because of the single Inferno Tower in that corner. It's just tougher. You can put the Warden in a corner with a single, but it usually means you gotta use a couple of spells to get through it. Maybe a couple of freeze, or a freeze and a skeleton spell. So I try, if I don't have to go against the single Inferno with the Warden, I try not to. And so the Warden could go at 12 or at 6. And let's see if there's a reason for any one of them over the other. Let's see, all the heroes are kind of over by the Town Hall, except for the Royal Champion is in the center. So sometimes I look at where the heroes are on where I'm going to put the Warden. It's easier if the Warden doesn't have to go into the hero. And if the Warden does actually target a hero, it takes him a while to get through it. So sometimes a rage is needed to sort of speed him up, and it's not the greatest to have to use a rage, since there's just 3 in this attack, and 2 jump. There are some versions of the Super Bowler attack that will use 1 jump and another rage, so you have 4 rage altogether, and then just 1 jump. And in that case, then using a rage on the Warden to start out for the funneling is, it can be a good idea, really, to do it. And then you still have 3 more rage besides. But usually with those attacks, there are 3 wall breakers instead of 1. So you kind of have to rely on wall breakers to break in further, and use a jump deeper in the base to get to the Town Hall. So I like the version with the 2 jumps, just because it's just better, at least for me. It's better for pathing, to get the bowlers through the base, and I don't have to worry about what's happening with extra wall breakers to break in deeper into the base. This is just breaking a wall on the edge, which ends up being really easy with the Super Wallbreaker. And so it's really the same, I think, going from the bottom or the top with the Granden Warden. And I usually, and I'm realizing this as I kind of been looking at more of these replays, that I attack a lot from the 430 side, that bottom, that southeast edge, just kind of the right-handed thing, and So I think I'm attacking at the bottom here. And then, so the question is, you know, the warden is going to work in this bottom corner, that compartment right here, and the flinger is going to work in this compartment. And it means that there's sort of these two compartments, and which one to go through to path the bowlers. And I really, since this with scattershot, there's the two walls there. I don't know if a super wall break would be able to, if it has range to break open both walls or not. But it's probably not, a super wall break is, it's gonna go for one of the corners. And so that would be something to think about too, is if we try to get that super wall break to do this corner where the cannon is, and it kind of makes it a little bit of a wider box, and then I could jump kind of where that archer tower is, and those walls meet, and then the super bowlers kind of have both lanes that they can go in, but they're still contained by walls, and then another jump on the clan castle to get over to the town hall and the rest of the buildings over on the 9 o'clock side there. But when I'm doing this attack in a Legends League, I don't know, it's happening pretty quick, and so I'm not super confident about where that wall break is gonna. I think it will go for that cannon and bust up and open it up there, but I don't know if it will really bust open the walls to be able to give access to the scattershot. And so I'm just gonna stick with what I know is gonna work, and super wall break into this compartment here with the wizard tower and the cannon. And then for the pathing for the super bowlers, you know, jump, keep the super bowlers all in these compartments. I could still do that jump on this corner, this cross where that archer tower is, but I don't really want the super bowl. I like the idea of the super bowlers pathing straight over to the town hall, and if they're able to get that eagle with the bounces, then you know then so be it. I'd rather kind of prioritize the getting to the town hall, the pathing, and you know maybe the queen will get the eagle. You know, you just don't know, but the queen would be able to reach it. Yeah, and then the jump on the clan castle to get to the town hall. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. When I'm going after this attack, obviously it's only 30 seconds to figure out what to do, but some of these bases there's enough similarities that you can kind of once you do a few of these, you can kind of see it, you know, happen pretty quickly. So we'll kind of get the replay started here, and so there's the Yeti and in front of the flinger, and then the warden at the bottom with the healers. And since there's nothing to worry about in either corner, for either the warden or the flinger, you know, this is a time when I can also kind of look at sort of the pathing and what's happening. So, you know, like the wall break, where my jumps are going to be, I can kind of, if I didn't get a very good look at that ahead of starting the attack, I can kind of decide that as this funnel is getting started. 130 left, and so here comes the troops. I think I have plenty of time in this attack, actually. But enough of the funnel is formed, and then, so here come the super bowlers. Rage them on the entry, jump, rage them again, poison that CC, it looked like probably witches, jump on the CC, and the bowlers are still raged, and another rage. So you can see there's just 3 lines of rage. Usually once I get to the center toward the town hall, I'll put the warden, and that's on the bottom, opposite side from the Flame Flinger. And the bowlers just demolish the town hall right away. I can't even tell. I ended up putting the skeleton spell over in that area, I believe, with the bowlers and the royal champion and stuff. A lot of times I'll use the skeleton spell to support the royal champion, and I think that's what's happened there. It's a little bit, I didn't quite see it, and I had the ability to take out all the defenses. Wizard Tower is not going to be a problem, and now it's just easy. And so there is kind of a, I don't know, hybrid box base diamond type of a attack.